Thanks so much. There we go. Thanks so much for joining us today on Atlanta News First Plus. I am First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. We do have a First Alert Weather Day active today for what I'm sure a lot of you are experiencing right now, that chilly rain, and some of you got a little bit of snow this morning. Here's a look at a photo from one of our lovely viewers. This is from Georgia Walters up in Blue Ridge, and it looks like in their yard, that ruler showing close to 2 inches of snow there. Wild. Yeah, we were thinking that we would pick up maybe about a quarter of an inch to half an inch in the valleys and maybe upwards of an inch plus in the higher elevations. And up in Blue Ridge, one of our higher elevation cities there, picking up close to 2 inches of snow, which is awesome. A really cool sight. Unfortunately, that was not the sight for a whole lot of us today. A lot of us just dealing with that really chilly rain. So as we go through the day today, we are going to, there we go. I thought my clicker died on me for a second. As we go through the rest of the day today, this rain will continue to push east and gradually taper. Notice a few snow showers. This, of course, just past 10 o'clock if you happen to be watching this back a little later. But just after 10 o'clock here, we do still have some active snow showers in parts of Fannin County, Townsend, Union County. That'll be moving into Rabun County shortly. But otherwise, it is just rain. Our temperatures just never got to that freezing point, so that didn't allow anything to transition over. We did see kind of like a mix of rain and snow in parts of Gordon and Pickens County and Dawson County earlier, but that's now transitioned all the way over into rain. A little bit of a science lesson for you joining us this morning. You might have gotten a notification on your phone of that winter weather advisory expanding a little further south all the way down to Haralson County. That included Cherokee County. Essentially, our dew points, which measure the amount of moisture in the air, those were very low. And sometimes when you get rain to come through and that saturates the air, that allows temperatures to drop really quickly, and that can sometimes lead to a rapid transition of rain to snow. So I think in an abundance of caution of that phenomenon potentially happening, that's why the National Weather Service pulled the trigger on that winter weather advisory for some of our more southern counties. That ended up not happening. The rain was very light. Say that 5 times fast. The rain was very light, and that didn't allow for that really quick saturation and ultimately changeover of rain into snow. So we're just dealing with chilly rain this afternoon, unless you live in the mountains. Congratulations to those of you who had the third round of snow within 2.5 months. So going through the rest of your morning here, rain will push out by around lunchtime. For your evening commute, most importantly, as you're picking up the kids from school, coming home from work, the rain is going to be out of the way. However, I will caution you, just because we did have some accumulation up in the mountains, a lot of that should start to melt because I do think temperatures will warm above freezing through the day today as everything starts to clear this morning. But just still take it easy, especially on bridges and overpasses that tend to freeze a little quicker. You'll just want to use caution up in the mountains driving through the day today and then into tomorrow morning as well, as temperatures will go back below freezing tonight. We'll have to watch for maybe any kind of lingering moisture that's around to maybe refreeze overnight. So we're just warning you. We don't think it's going to be a widespread issue, but we want to give you that heads up that we could potentially, with how quickly temperatures are going to drop tonight, any kind of lingering moisture on the roads will freeze. And I think that biggest concern is going to be more so in the higher elevations of the mountains. High temperatures today, again, once that rain goes away, our temperatures will warm just a touch. Low to mid 40s for the day today, high 47 in Atlanta. You'll notice the winds start to pick up, and that is going to lead to a bitterly cold night. We're looking at temperatures at the surface in the teens to mid 20s tomorrow morning, but with the wind that is going to be rushing in, when you feel that wind pick up, that's the cold air moving in. It is going to feel even colder. So that's the reason we extended our First Alert Weather Day into Thursday, because the feels like temperatures, the wind chills, are going to be really, really cold tomorrow morning. We're talking single digits to teens across North Georgia stepping out the door tomorrow morning, and even going through the day, it's going to struggle to feel warmer than the 20s throughout the day. I know that went a little quickly, but single digits to teens in the morning, feeling more like the 20s through the day tomorrow. It is just going to be brutally cold. We will see sunshine. That's going to be kind of our only saving grace tomorrow, but that's not going to help at all. It's going to be very, very cold for your Thursday. Let's talk about some good news, though. So as we go past tomorrow, we will start a nice warming trend into the weekend. The mornings will stay cold. They'll stay near below freezing through the weekend, but the afternoons will go back into the mid-50s. It does look like we also are able to remove that rain chance on Sunday as well. I think we'll see a few extra clouds on Sunday, but we'll still be in the mid-50s. And then look at this. Your eyes aren't fooling you. We're going back into the upper 60s next Tuesday. So we'll be closer to 70 degrees next Tuesday. Don't enjoy that for too long. It does look like we might have at least another cool down by the time we round out the month and go into March, but we'll revel in the 60s while they're here, right? Especially after this really cold stretch of weather we're having these next couple of days here. So a high of 36 degrees tomorrow. It's going to feel colder. That's the reason for our first slow weather day once we get rid of the rain and any kind of winter weather today. And then we'll go back in the 40s on Friday. It'll be another very cold start Friday morning, by the way. I'll show you that on our 7-day forecast here in a second. But then we'll go into the 50s Saturday and Sunday before heading back into much warmer territory next week. Putting it all together here on our first 7-day forecast. So we have an 80% coverage of showers today with that chance for snow showers continuing for maybe another hour or two up in the mountains, and then it dries out for the back half of the day. We will be watching for any kind of lingering moisture, any kind of lingering snow on the roadways or in the grassy areas or on bridges and overpasses for maybe some icy spots tomorrow morning. I don't think that can be completely ruled out. We might have some wraparound moisture in the afternoon that might bring one more shot of maybe a quick passing flurry or two in the mountains. So I think if you live in the higher elevations, we're talking up towards, again, Blue Ridge, up in towns, Union County, Hiawassee, just take it easy on the roads tomorrow, especially if you do have to travel over any bridges and overpasses. Overall, tomorrow morning for all of us, it's going to be cold. We'll have overnight lows in the teens to 20s, feeling more like the single digits to teens, and it's going to struggle to feel warmer than the 20s tomorrow afternoon with highs only in the 30s physically, but it will feel colder than that. We will see sunshine, though. Going into Friday morning, teens to low 20s again, bitterly cold Friday morning. Get all the winter clothes out. You're going to need them. Highs in the mid-40s Friday, and then going into Saturday and Sunday, the weekend actually looks pretty nice. Chilly, but nice. Highs in the mid-50s. If you have any morning plans, though, you'll need the coat. And then we go back in the 60s next week with highs closer to 70 degrees come next Tuesday. So something to look forward to. Just got to get through the next couple days. We have light at the end of the tunnel, everyone. All right, thanks so much for joining us for your forecast. We do have to get you caught up on what is happening in the news world here on Atlanta News First Plus. So for more on what is happening, all your top stories, I'm going to